Hey everyone, Scott here with Stone Point Technology. I'm going to show you really quickly how to work with statuses within 3CX, our phone systems. You'll do this from within the web client. If you don't have that web address or you don't have those credentials, let us know and we'll send you the password reset so you can get in. So you go into, but to set the status is to set the behavior of your status. Um, you go in here, go to settings, and then call forwarding. These are your 5 statuses. This one, by default, I think is called business trip. But you can go in here and it's pretty self-explanatory. You can go into each one and you can say, like for example, under available, your no answer timeout. No answer timeout is how long is it going to ring? Normally, your phone rings for 20 seconds and it goes to voicemail. You can change that length in here. So no answer timeout. Goes over this. Most of the other statuses just immediately do that. I think it's only available in lunch, but the only statuses that have a no answer timeout. Everything else will just keep that behavior immediately. Um, I'm going to give you a good example. Sometimes I'm out on the road doing site surveys, that kind of thing. I will set this my status to on the road. When that happens, internal calls, which is anybody calling from another extension on the system, will go to an external number, which is my cell phone. External calls, which is anybody outside of a company, will those get forwarded immediately over to one of my technicians. So he grabs those calls. That way the call never gets missed. I don't want somebody um, going to my, I don't want it to just ring 20 seconds and go to my voicemail and people think that we're not around just because I'm not, myself, am not available. So that will go immediately to Bruce. If somebody within the system calls me from another extension, that'll ring to my cell and hopefully I have service wherever I'm at. So that is how you set the behavior of them. Um, look through the, like I said, look through the options. They're pretty self-explanatory. Exceptions get a little complicated because you can actually override statuses. So anything with an exception rule is going to override status. You're going to set it by their caller ID, and you're going to set these individually for every single one you want it to have. So if you had a specific person's caller ID, um, and you can set this so, hey, I have a big client coming on. I want to make sure his number always goes through. So I'm going to put his caller ID in here and say, hey, during the day, I want it to act like normal, but out of office hours, we're going to send it directly to my phone number, my cell number, so that I know his call is always going to get answered. So that's the kind of place where you'd use the exceptions, but you would have to put each caller ID in there individually. So those get really complicated when they get a lot of them. You want to avoid that as much as possible, but it's there if you need it. And a schedule is just if your specific extension doesn't use the normal office hours. You can change that in here and set your own. But anyway, this is where you will um, set the behavior of each status. And just so settings, call forwarding, set the status. There's no save button. Just as soon as you go out of it, it will keep whatever settings you just changed. Now, in order to change the status itself and put yourself in one of those other statuses, either from the mobile client on your Android or your iPhone, or from the web client, it'll be in the top right hand corner. It'll be a little square on the mobile app. You click that, you can either set the status directly, which will put you in there. Any of these will put you directly into that status until you go and change it back, or until someone changes it back. If you're only going out and you want to make sure you don't forget to set yourself back, you can hit this where it says set status temporarily. And then you can set that to, hey, I know I'm going to be on the road for 2 hours before I get to where I'm going. So I'm going to put it for on the road. I'm going to set it for 2 hours and hit OK. You could set a custom status message um, heading to site. And anybody else who's looking at it through the web client or through the mobile app will see your status as saying heading to site or whatever you want to put in there. It's a nice way to make a little note for somebody. I'm going to change that now, just so I don't forget. And then you can either set it back or either set it back manually, but I always recommend, unless it's going to be a long time, that you just use the set status temporarily. Otherwise, a lot of people will forget to set their status back. So it gives you a nice little opportunity there to set it back. But that's all there is to it. Their statuses. So if you have, that's all I got. If you have any questions, or you want to try something different, let us know. Otherwise, I will see you later.